Hi, Barb.
Hi, Doug.
How you doing today?
Pretty good.
You busy? You been busy lately?
Yeah, a little busy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
really good.
Hey, everybody. My name is Doug Uhlenbrock. This is Barb Filer.
Hi.
You know what? We're 3 weeks away from FMCA's 108th International Convention and RV Expo.
Can you believe that?
Can you believe we've done
We're the
108 of these?
Yeah, I'm feeling every one of them.
It feels like we've done them all. We've only done maybe 15, 20 or so. I don't know. We are just 3 weeks away, and this is kind of the exciting time where everything's going 100 miles an hour for us here. I'm sure for a whole lot of other folks as well. They're starting to think more and more about the event and what needs to be done as they get ready to come to the show. So we're going to go over a lot of those. I don't want to call them little things, but those things that you're just going to start thinking about now, maybe. And they're not major issues, but it's stuff, we want you to think about for sure. And that you probably already going through in your mind. One of the first things, and we've talked about the confirmation packet now for, I think, probably the other two in some capacity, but I want to emphasize to everyone, before you come to Tucson, open that packet up and look inside. Please do that. I suggest you do it right now. Because if there's something that we need to change or we need to send you or, that needs to be created for the will call, now's the time to do that. To make sure that when you arrive, you either have everything you need or you can get everything you need right when you show up. When that happens, everything's good. Now, if there are things you need, give us a call. Number is 800-543-3622. Gosh. Or you can email us, convention@fmca.com. Two really easy ways to get in touch with us. With any of your questions, concerns, problems, whatever, we'll get right back to you as quickly as we can. Once we find the answer, we may have to dig a little bit, but we'll get back to you pretty stinking quick. We've got myself, Barb, a couple of the other girls kind of keep track of everything that's coming in. So we will, get you an answer, get you whatever it is you need as quickly as possible and take care of any of your questions. Now, in the confirmation guide, you're going to find directions. Please follow those directions. The grounds are really easy to find. They're right off the highway, 1.5 miles, 2 miles from the highway is all you're going to be driving before you get to the welcome center. So follow those directions. Come to the gate B entrance for most folks. They're right there, right in the middle. If you did not receive a booklet, you can go online. We have our confirmation guide on the website as well. If for some reason you can't find it on the website, send us an email and we'll send you a PDF copy of it so you can look at it. So we want you to follow those directions so you can get in without problem. We've worked with the folks down in the area about how to get folks in, get our attendees onto the grounds. And this is the way we've determined is the best for everybody, not only for you, but for our parking team as they're, getting everybody signed in and parked. When you are arriving, either shortly before you get there or, upon arrival, make sure you get your credentials and your windshield. Your credentials will include a card. Barb's showing us his cards right now. That's the kind of parking you get. With that in your windshield, our parking team will automatically be able to tell you where you need to go to stage and then get you off to your parking, hopefully as quickly as possible. If you have this stuff in your windshield, things will go really quick. You also have an arrival date card. Put that in your windshield. That's the day we are expecting for you to arrive. Most folks, I'm not saying everybody, but the majority of people who are coming to this event are being asked to arrive on the 18th of March. That's Monday. If for some reason you want to come in earlier, You come in as early as Saturday afternoon, Sunday, if you choose. We will be charging for those who have electric a $40 early entry fee per night. So it's up to you. If you want to dry camp, you can come in early and dry camp. That'll cost you nothing. If you have dry camping anyway, say you're just general camping and you want to come in earlier, we'll get you parked. It won't cost you anything extra. So, we are having a lot of people come in on Monday. If you want to come in earlier, you want to get off the road, you want to get in Sunday, get a Saturday, whatever, feel free to do so. If you're a full hookup person, definitely do it for sure. No problem at all. Barb?
No first timer action for our first timers. Be sure to put this in your window so our parkers know that to kind of treat you a little extra special if you're first time. And that's the load in for your windshield for this tag. Okay. You said Barb.
Yeah. Well, you jumped right on it. So I was I guess reading your mind.
Sure.
What we do have, just about everyone, and I don't want to say everybody because there are circumstances where folks will come in a different gate, but the majority of people will come in gate B. We will have a big sign out there that says gate B. So please use that entrance to come in, and we will take care of getting you parked. Exhibitors and those with passport or public gate, we're going to ask you guys to come in gate C, which is a little bit, if you're coming off of Houghton Road, it's a little bit farther down the road. If you're coming from the Rita Road exit, which is a little bit up Interstate 10, a little bit north or west or whichever way you want to call it, you'll come a little bit different way and you'll go in gate C, which is right down the street from gate B. So shouldn't really get too confusing. Like I said, we'll have signage out there that will show you which gate you need to be coming in. Our parking hours, a lot of people ask, well, what time can I come in? Our parking team will work from 8 to 5. They don't work round the clock. They don't work, all hours. So if you come in between those hours, you'll get parked. If you come in early, just hang out, wait for them to start. If you come in late, go to the holding area, wait there overnight. They'll get you parked the next morning. Our gates will be open throughout the evening and throughout the nights until parking is over on that Wednesday. At that point, we're going to lock that gate and you're going to have to come in another way. But during the parking days, the gate will be open. There'll be a security person out there and he'll direct you down to where the holding area is. Basically, you're going to have a big old field that you can just pull over and park. If you're coming in later in the evening after parking is done. So take advantage of it. If you want to come in later, just come in, get yourself parked. You won't have any electric or water or anything like that yet, but you can park, sleep there overnight, and then they'll get you parked the next morning. Unhooking. I know a lot of people, and we ask folks to come in unhooked. And that's great if you can do it. And there are some areas around the event site that you could do this. There's a Walmart up the street. There's some other places. Quite honestly, at this venue, you can bring everything in and unhook once you arrive. There's so much space there that you're going to be able to do that without any problem. So if you don't feel comfortable doing it somewhere else and you just want to drive all the way in, go ahead and do that. Drive in, unhook when you get there, and then get in queue to go get parked. We do have a really good experienced parking team working this event. So please follow the instructions. We do not allow folks to park themselves. We have a parking team that usually there's 2 people who will be doing the parking along with you as you're driving. So, when you come in, follow their instructions, do what they're asking you to do. If you have an issue with the parking, wait till everything's kind of done, and then go talk to a parker. If that person can't help you, ask to talk to one of the crew chiefs. If that person can't help you, we'll get you in touch with one of the assistant chiefs or something like that to get it resolved. Don't just stop your RV right in the middle and say, this ain't right. Because we've got a whole lot of RVs behind you getting parked, and we need to kind of keep the flow moving. So once you get there, we can get it fixed. If there's a problem, we'll get it fixed. But don't hold up the entire process because you think something might not be right. Once you get parked, we're going to have some folks from the from the parking volunteers. They're going to come around with a telephone, a scanner, and they're going to scan this card, which we need you to put in your windshield. What this will do is it will tell us where you're at. That'll plot out onto a big map so that if we need to find you, we can go find exactly where you're at. This kind of takes the place of location cards, which we had a few years ago. This works much better. I can promise you that. We can find you, and if we're at your location, we can scan your card and find out what your telephone number is and who you are. So then we can get in touch with you. So it works kind of both ways. But make sure that card gets up in your windshield. If you're in a towable, put it in your truck window, or depending on how your RV is set up, one of the windows in your RV, so that our crew can come by, hit that. We make them really big, so they don't have to come up really close. They can do it from the street. They can do that scan. So make sure you do that once you get parked. Barbie, take over for a second. I'm tired.
Sure. Make sure that there's a little tiny your name and F number on that card. So make sure you match.
Right.
That when you open things up. If by chance at this point we're kind of experiencing some ProTech, which is our computer system errors that have occurred. If for some reason you've registered in September, October, November, December, even January, and you don't have your packet and we're supposed to, please call us, because there's been like 4 or 5 of you that slipped through the cracks by changing your address, and we may not have gotten that right information and mailed it to a wrong location. So just if you can't remember if you did it in will call, it's better we check now. Wednesday, we're packing all our stuff for the truck, so we can't even mail to you after that point. So you'll have to do will call when you get there. But if we can solve anything before next Wednesday, we'd like to do it. You want to go through some of these questions real quick?
Yeah.
First of all, the Campbells. Welcome,
okay.
Campbells. So glad you're on board.
Yeah, absolutely. John and Sharon Miller asked, they're leaving as most folks will leave on that Sunday. There is a dump site. There's actually 2. There's one over in the main campground areas, right inside the Gate C. There's also one down the road. And when you get your information, when you get your grounds map, you'll see where the dump stations are. You'll be able to find them very easily. But yes, we do have locations on the grounds where you can go to each. How busy they'll be that morning, I can't tell you. Kind of depends on when everybody gets there. If you go at a good time, you might not have to wait at all. If you go when everybody else is going, you might have to wait a little bit. So it's just a matter of who's there and when.
I want to know if we're out of focus.
We are definitely out of focus, and I'm not sure what the problem is. I think it's my computer.
No, I think we're having connection issues. I'm going to try something. I'm going to unplug the camera and plug it back in.
Ooh. We
So-
might fade to black.
So we're going to be off the screen for like 1 second.
They're going to try to fix our focus. Can they hear us?
They can still
Okay.
hear us. So
All right, so
I'm gonna
Doug's going to sing.
I'm gonna unplug
Okay, I'm
the
going to
camera
close my eyes
very,
for a second.
very,
Tell me when to close
quickly.
my eyes, and it'll all go black. 1, 2, 3.
It's the eclipse.
Yeah, the eclipse is coming through. send us something. We'll make sure that gets off to you. That looks
Sit back
a
down.
lot better.
Did that work? Do we look better?
Yeah. Yeah, they look
I know,
better.
that's
Okay. Do we look better? Cool.
Honestly, look better.
Doug looks like $1 million now. Everything's good.
Also, Trish, you should have
Yep.
ribbons,
Now we went away.
and
There we are. Oh,
badge holders and things in your packet. So let us know if you didn't get all that too.
you know, it's
We'll
funny.
check your.
We've not had any trouble with this for
I
how
know.
long? No technical issues, and for some reason this camera is acting up today. For some reason.
Poor Miss Miller has seven placards.
I would like to know
it's
which
crazy.
placard she has. The most important one, depending on when you're coming in, if you're doing driving school and that kind of thing, oop, we saw you.
That was just me for a second.
Yeah, it was.
In case you're just tuning in. we're
Yeah, in
having
case you're just tuning
That's
in.
technical
That's Kylie. Now you know what
difficulties.
Kylie looks like since she refuses to get on camera with us. So if you're coming in for the driving school and that kind of thing first,
There you go.
those are the placards you need to put up there initially. After that, we'll ask you to take those out and put your regular parking placards in. If you're a volunteer, if you all the other stuff, then put that in. The last one that goes in, if you're running out of room, is the QR code. You can wait till the last minute to put that in, but we do need you to keep your placard in that shows your parking.
Parking
Keep
and
that
your
in there all the
arrival
time.
That's most important. And to put those in, people probably might even have some suggestions, but you need some tape.
Mike McIntyre is asking, will extra electric extension cords be needed? As far, Mike, I don't know where you're parking, so the answer is probably no. You could probably get away with whatever it is you have, but if you have some extra, I would bring a little bit just to make sure. I think most of our hookups will not be any kind of distance away, so you should be okay. But it is good if you do have something that maybe you bring it with you.
And wasn't there some sort of gauge of cord you want to recommend?
I
Sentence of that first.
I don't know that off the top of my head, and now you're putting me on the spot and making me look just like not too smart.
Don't you have it to edit somewhere on this computer? Just
have
make
it
sure they're good, sturdy cords, 50 or 30. They can
Oh.
handle it.
Trish found her first timer's card. That's good.
Yeah.
Happy to hear that. Drew Cook asked, we are first timers and only coming for a couple days. We're not camping. Is there general admission for entrance to the event? We will have day passes available at the public gate. You'll come in gate C off of Brecky Road. There'll be directions to point you back there. Our prices are $10 per person to come in and look through the RV exhibits and the display areas. If you want to do a daily passport, you can certainly do that. That gets you into the seminars as well, along with entertainment. Those are $50 a piece. If you want to do something more than that, you're looking at maybe a full passport, which would be a 4-day thing. Per couple, that's $200 and off the top of my head, it's $205, I think. So, the options are up to you as to what you actually want to do at the event if you're there for a couple of days. If you're just wanting to look at the RVs and the indoor displays and maybe meet some friends there or something like that, you can probably get away with the $10 day pass.
Hi, Ann. Beautiful. That must be talking about.
Obviously, it's you. It's not me.
We got a clear picture going to Trish, and Roger says,
Roger,
"I look
what the
fine."
heck?
I know.
Roger, you do know who okays you coming to these things now, right?
It's me.
Okay.
Thank you,
And
Roger.
just keep believing that. Dean has sent in, we will be picking up our packet at the will call. We haven't received any specific information yet. The parking team know where to park us when we arrive. Dean, you should have received an email from us with some information about arrival. You'll come in gate B, as I kind of mentioned earlier. Before you get parked, you're going to get your will card packet with all your cards and everything else. Once you get your cards, then you'll put them in your windshield, and then the parking team will take over from there and get you parked. So before you get parked, you get your will call. That'll be the first thing when you arrive. So we will figure out why you didn't get the email. I know there are some folks who don't get emails from us because they either opted out of receiving emails from FMCA, or maybe we didn't get a good email address from you at the outset. So we'll make sure that you get that information sent to you this afternoon. And then if you have any questions, you can certainly send us an email back through convention@fmca.com.
Dean, if you're a current registrant, like, you know, the past like week or so, you may not have gotten that, but we'll look into it. But you will receive a W printout, black and white printout that you'll put in your windshield that says will call, and that they'll know to get you right to the will call area to get all your credentials.
And there is we do have our confirmation booklet that we showed earlier. We do have a PDF. We have a PDF of that you can download and take a look at, just for all the information that the folks who we mailed to, same information for them.
Okay.
All right. I just want to mention before we get away from the parking and the arrival and all that, if you want to park with somebody, either whether you're in a caravan, if you're in a caravan, we need to hear from you now. If you know somebody who's doing a caravan, if you're part of a caravan, make sure that whoever the organizer is has gotten in touch with us to set this up. We want to make sure that your arrival experience is as easy, as convenient, as efficient as possible. And if we know that a group of 10, 12, 20 RVs are coming in at the same time, that helps the parking team figure out how they're going to manage that. If y'all show up and we don't know, then it gets a little hairy. So if you know you're coming in with a bunch of people, even if it's just 8 people, let us know. We'll get you organized, we'll get you queued up together, and then get you parked. The key about parking together is you need to have the same type of parking. So if you're 30 amp and you want to park with other people, they kind of need to be 30 amp as well. If they're 50 amp, some are 50, some are 30, you're not going to probably park together. You might be parked close, but you won't be parked together. So the key is kind of, you have to be parked, you have to have the same service to be parked together. And we do our best. I mean, I know there's issues with people, some are disabled, some are volunteers, some are this, some are that. We try to do our best to get you all put together if that's what you want to do. Because we know it's important for a lot of folks who want to park either with chapter members or friends they have traveled in with. They don't want to be parked half a mile away. They want to be close to each other so they can get together at nights and mornings, travel together, that kind of thing. Our parking team will do whatever they can to make that happen, but it's helpful if we know ahead of time and our parking team knows ahead of time so they can make arrangements for that. Do I need to say any more about that?
No, just sometimes the first time when you're traveling with a person who's more experienced, we don't want to split you up. So
right.
Just try to let us know what's going on. I mean, we don't really need 2, but just you have to be together to park in the same area. So
and
try to talk that out.
And we don't save spots. It's one of the things we don't do. So what we need for you to do is there are multiple people who are going to be parked together. You just have to sit in the holding area together until your whole party's there. Then you let the parking team know, ready to go, and they'll get you moved in. All right.
We're good.
Now what?
I mean, there's a
Now
lot
what
of
do we talk
people
about?
we're working with our caravans. Just let us know. And any other kind of special parking they might need. I mean, sometimes.
Yeah, and we're trying something a little bit different, and our parking team is going to be working with folks who have specific needs, and we have a list of folks who have already let us know that they have some definite things that they would. I don't want to say special circumstances for their parking, so we'll do whatever we can to get you there, and we'll be working with our parking team to get you into the spots that you need, whether you have a trailer. I know a lot of times some folks can't unhook. They just can't do it for one reason or another. So we're going to do our best to get you so you don't have to unhook. We have people, who that's not a problem. We have some issues where we're going to have to find some places where you park your car because you can't keep it where you're going to park. We're going to have people park with their RVs in kind of the activity areas, which means you're going to have to keep your car a little bit away from where your RV is. It won't be all that far, but it'll be a little bit away that you're going to have to walk back and forth. It won't be parked right next to your RV because we can't have cars just running around in the middle of the crowds. So there are going to be a few little challenges like that. I hope it won't cause anybody any great problems, but I believe when it comes to this kind of thing, we have to side on safety. That's the number one thing. So if you have a problem with parking your car away from your RVs, maybe that's not a place you need to be parking.
It's also been told to us, which isn't always the case, but if you have full hookup parking, the parking crew has said, come on in Saturday, as early as Saturday, but there will be a charge at the $40 because we have to pay the campground, but feel free to come in earlier if you can. Otherwise, we'll see you on the 18th.
Right. Parking team will be going starting, they'll be out there on Saturday, Sunday for sure, because that's a lot of our volunteers arrive on Sunday, and then Monday is kind of the really big day. Barbie?
Oh, we're going into
activities. We're going into
activities.
activities. All right. Why don't you go ahead and I'll hold this book up in front of my face and make everybody happy. And
Supersized Book Club is going strong. I just spoke with Ann yesterday. We're getting her all set. She's very excited. The bookstore, Mostly Books in Tucson, is gearing up for if anybody needs a last minute purchase. We're trying to get some books on the ground, but we can never, it's tough to guarantee that, but we're working for it. Ann Hillerman, the author of The Way of the Bear, which I understand is a very, very good read, will be on the ground Saturday, March 23rd at 1:30 in Seminar 1. And I want you all to attend. There's a link there. It's not a mandatory thing, but it helps us know that we have enough seats, and Anne likes to know the size of the crowd, and she's very excited and ready to talk to you about this book. And then she's got another book coming up and released in April. So she's looking forward to meeting all of you. I've hyped you all up as the best reading group in the United States. So you just sign up and be there or show up. I'm not worried about that. So hopefully get this book. It's excellent. And we'll see you at the book club.
now,
What?
I hope they all don't show up because your room's not quite that big.
That's true. I'll take, all right, the first 100.
No, 250.
250. Then I'm going to turn you away. Gotta buy 250.
Barb's done a great job with this book club thing that we've done the last couple of years. And when she first came to me about it, I don't know, when the heck was that?
2018.
2018. I thought, this is a screwy idea. This ain't going to ever work. And she's made it one of our big highlight events during the conventions over the last couple of years. She's had some unbelievable authors come in to talk about their works, and this is one more in line. So thank Barb for going and doing this. She always comes to me after a couple of weeks saying, we're not gonna be able to do it. I can't find anybody. It's just a disaster. We're gonna have to cancel it. And then all of a sudden she's got one or two different authors that she's talking to, and they're most of the time they're very agreeable to doing this, and they're very happy to come out and talk to people about their work. And the more the merrier. If the authors are there and they're getting questions and it's an engaging process, it makes the event even better. So get the book, read it, and then bring your questions to Anne, and I know she'll be thrilled to talk to you about it.
She is. And Anne is, if you didn't know, there's her father was a famous author. Tony Hillerman did a lot of Westerns. So she's just carrying on the legacy. So please join us on Saturday.
All right. The next thing we're going to talk about, and I know I'm going to screw this up a little bit because my memory is not that good, and this is a long name. Maybe Kylie will help me out with it, with the name of the charity. She'll put it up there so I can read it. We do it every time we go someplace. We adopt a charity in the area to help out and try and leave FMCA, footprint in, whatever town we're in. We've done this for quite a few years. We have a couple different charitable things that we do at the event. The first is it's our Driven to Care program, as we call it. And the first thing we do is we do a silent auction. And we started this a couple years ago when we were in Tucson the first time we did it. And it's really taken off. It's grown immensely. We ask chapters, groups,
Vendors.
exhibitors, anybody to make a donation of a basket, of a product, of something that can then be bid on. We've raised a ton of money doing this, and we appreciate everybody's effort in doing this, both on the gifting side, on the contribution side, and on the buying side. We've had some great things that for folks to purchase at these events, and we've made a lot of money that's gone to good causes. We also do our Magic Mile, which is on Friday morning. We start about 8 o'clock. And basically what it is, it's a run, it's a walk. It's just a fun event that anybody can do. We'll just go a mile around the event site. We go through the motorhomes or in RVs and some of the entertainment areas and the exhibits. And it's just a nice, fun morning get out for folks. And you can bring your pets, you can bring whoever you want to go. And you just have a nice time doing it. It's a mile. Everybody can do it. If you can't do it and you need to be in, your scooter or your mobility device, come on, we want you there. It's $10. If you haven't registered already, you can go to the info center and register. We'll give you a little goodie bag with some thingy jingies in it, and it's just a lot of fun. And we raise a good amount of money. I know she put it up there in my glass. I need to get my glasses out. The Candlelighters Childhood Cancer Foundation of Southern Arizona. See, now that's hard for me to remember.
And it's just long, yeah.
Yeah, it's
But it's good.
for a simple person like me, it is hard. So please, if you can, either take part in the walk itself. I'd love to see 1,000 people doing this. That'd be so great. If you can give something for the auction, terrific. Come look at the stuff at the auction. There might be some great things that you're interested in and you can bid on. So this is something that FMCA, a couple years ago, I really wanted to up the ante. We used to do a little bit of contributing, but I wanted to up it a little bit. And this is kind of what we've come up with. And we're still looking for more ideas. So if there's anything that you know of that could help us potentially raise some money for our charitable groups in the cities we go to, please let us know. I'd love to hear some other ideas.
If I could interrupt you, that our FMCA, I don't know if you know, has a whole subgroups of quilters, and these ladies get together at all the shows, and they will be meeting on Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and they'll bring quilts. And since this is a youth connected organization, they will be displaying these quilts throughout the show. And then all these quilts will also be donated to the Candlelighters. And it's just an amazing sight to see. And everybody's just practically in tears when they get their donation for the kids.
Right.
So really take a look at that. That'll be on display in the information center in Thurber.
Okay, let's go. We have a lot of stuff going on,
Yeah.
and some of the stuff we haven't talked about. If you already, we a couple weeks ago, what was it? A couple weeks ago, we sent out the digital program that we had completed. Many of you may have already kind of dug into that and seen some of these things. For those who haven't, we're going to have pickleball. So if you're interested in pickleball, we'll have open pickleball several days during the event. We'll also have some classes that you can sign up for at the information center. Not a whole lot of slots open for those classes, but enough that, if you're a newbie and you want to kind of learn about pickleball, this is a place to go. Bill Knopp and his wife, Debbie, they'll be the ones doing the instruction. They're pickleball crazy fanatics. So they're great. They did it up in Gillette. They agreed to come back and do it here. So, come check this out. It's going to be in Bud Gardens, which you'll be able to see once you get there. We've got a little on the grounds map, got a little icon there. Come and have a great time if you're a pickleball player. I don't play it. I played it kind of once. I know people love it. So if you're in for it, sign up for the class if you want to learn. If you want to just play, come on out during the open play hours.
Let me just jump to Barb, because it's silent auction.
Okay.
And would you rather have multiple small bags or one larger box? It really, Barb, whatever works best for you. It just depends what it is, but we mainly get large baskets, but then we've had jars of honey. So, it could be anything. And whatever you feel comfortable, we are grateful for it. And he's seminars, first timer.
Okay. Let's see what else we got here.
So as far as being a first timer, you're coming in on Monday, and there are seminars for us to attend, not necessarily on Monday, but Tuesday, they'll have a walkabout 11 to 3, flow. And then there's a first timers orientation. So if you want to go see some sites, I would recommend maybe Monday and Tuesday.
Well, you could go Monday. We're going to have you arrive on Monday. And basically what we do for our first timers is we want you to come in on Monday, walk around, kind of feel the place out. On Tuesday, we have some specific things. We have the walkabout. And basically the walkabout is you're going to get a guide who's going to walk you around the grounds, show you where everything's at. There's where entertainment is. There's where the seminar rooms are. There's this. So it's really informal. That afternoon, we're going to have the orientation for first-time attendees, where we're going to talk about the things going on at the event. And then that evening, we have some other activities. We've got card bingo. We've got chapter fair after the orientation. Then we've got card bingo. We've got some entertainment out in the Central Park area. So there's a lot of things going on Tuesday. So if you want to do something in the area, check out the area. I would say either Monday afternoon or whatever, or, Tuesday morning, if, you want to run out and see some things in the morning and then come back in the afternoon. We just don't like the first timers coming in at 4:00 on Tuesday and not having a clue as what's going on the next morning when they wake up and they're starting to go to seminars. So we want to give you an opportunity to kind of get to the grounds, take it easy, so you don't feel like you're rushed, you don't feel anxious, you don't feel overwhelmed by all the things that are going on.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
It makes a lot of sense because it is overwhelming.
It can be.
We will be staying at nearby, help me with that, Peak State Park. Are we able to get into the festival for a day as members of FMCA?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, we have a day pass for $10 a person. If you're a family of 3 or more, it's $25. You come visit the RV displays, the exhibits. If you want to do more, if you want to do the seminars, you want to do the whole thing, then we have a daily passport that you can do for $50 a person. If you want to come all 4 days and do the whole thing, I think it's $205. I think it's $200. I might be off a little bit there for a couple. So, it's up to you on how much you want to do and how much you want to see. If you want to just come and see the RV displays and exhibits, $10 a person. You want to do more, then, we have options there as well.
But come on and visit. We'd love to have you come by. When and where do you sign up for pickleball and other things that require sign up?
Signups will begin on Tuesday, I believe, for most of that stuff. It's Tuesday or Wednesday. What are we doing? We'll probably start them on Tuesday, right?
Yeah, we probably should.
So it'll be Tuesday at the Info Center in Thurber Hall. We'll start doing signups for the different activities. Most of the things aren't sign up. Our craft signups, which do require we do require signups for the crafts. That'll be Wednesday morning, started at 8:00. Some of the other contests and other things we do. We're going to talk about the stargazing here a little bit. We'll have signups for that as well. So kind of look for that Tuesday over in Thurber. We'll have the sign-up sheets out at the different tables that you can get going with.
Yeah, but craft signups are Wednesday morning only. Well, begin.
Yes. We have some chapter activities. We've got the chapter fair. That's Tuesday afternoon at roughly 4:00, 3:45. We got a chapter black party. That's going to be on Thursday evening, starting at 5:00. And that's where you go and you will visit with chapters who maybe you talked to at the chapter fair. You want to go see how they have fun, what they do when they're together. And then we also have on Saturday, we got a parade, the La Puesta del Sol Parade, and then the Don't Let the Sun Go Down Chapter Fest. So that's kind of we're going to have a great time to shut this convention down, to bring it to a great conclusion that evening with the parade, with the Chapter Fest activities. So a lot of that kind of stuff going on. We want people to get together. We want people to get together in groups. Go visit different chapters. Go visit, friends who maybe you've made during this event. We're trying to create as much social activities as possible without just saying, come and watch a band or come and do this or come and do that. We will have plenty of entertainment, but we also want you talking with other people. We want you making friends that are going to last beyond just this event. You're going to meet them somewhere else. You're going to keep talking to them. Maybe you'll get together at another event. That's kind of what we're trying to build here with a lot of these chapter-based activities.
You all should have received the digital program by now. Just kind of depends, but it is available if you haven't, or we can send you a link if you haven't gotten it. But it is available at FMCA.com. Menu, events, event information in this place called. I got that far.
It's the info
thing. Or the
Information
Central.
Information
Oh my gosh,
Central,
I went
yeah.
blank. Sorry, Information Central.
Well,
And then-
I'll put the link in the
Thank you.
comments.
She can put Kyle put the link in the in our
It's a long
feed
link.
here. It's a long link.
That's a long
Um,
link.
So just you can look in all these questions, different times, different activities, what it takes will all be in the digital program. When you get on site, you'll get one of these in your welcome bag, but that digital program will help you. And pretty soon the app will be out, so you'll be armed and ready to go.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second.
Yep.
As I mentioned, we are going to have some entertainment, both daytime and evening. So keep an eye out for that starting Tuesday. Really, we have a Welcome to Tucson get together on Monday evening, and then Tuesday through Saturday we'll have entertainment and activities throughout the day and into the evenings. As I mentioned, we do have stargazing. That's Thursday and Friday, I believe, starting at 7.
Yes.
7 o'clock. It's going to be out. When you look at your grounds map, you're going to see it's out by gate F. We have a little icon that's out there. You'll be able to get on the tram no matter where you're at and take the tram there. If you're parked in the green lot, you can probably just walk it. But if you're parked anywhere else, you can get on the tram. It'll take you right to that location, drop you off, and then pick you up later when you're finished. So this is something new. Barb's been wanting to do this since I think 2020. And different things have happened because we weren't, either they weren't able to do it or we weren't able to pull it together or whatever. But she did talk to these folks. They're going to bring a few telescopes out, and we're going to have this happen. And it is who sponsored that? Smart Hub.
Yeah, Smart Hub.
So we appreciate them going and doing this. Smart Hub sensors, and this is going to be a fun little thing. The night sky out in Tucson is incredible. It's a challenge to find completely dark out there because we are there making light. But we think we found a pretty good location that will be plenty dark at that time, so you can get a good look up into the night sky.
The Tucson Amateur Astronomy Club is bringing this together for us. We've hired, they're bringing 3 telescopes. Unfortunately, it's limited to 60 people per night. So therefore, it is a sign up. It's free. It's not charged, but you have to sign up to attend because it's limited 20 people per scope.
And we are going to ask if you are going to go out there, make sure you get out. Don't wait until 5 till 6 to think that you're going to get out there because you might not be able to get a tram that quickly. I would say start getting out there probably about half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour beforehand, just so you can make sure that you do get on a tram that can get you out there and you're not waiting around forever. We have, as we mentioned before, we do have a large assortment of crafts. Another one of those things where Barb is worried to death that we're not going to have any crafts, and all of a sudden we've got 20 of them, or however many, I don't know. And then I go back to her, I said, Barb, I thought we weren't going to have crafts. Well, things change, and she gets somehow or another. She talks these people into coming out and doing it. So that's awesome.
Wait till you see them.
So we've got some really nice crafts, both from some of our members who present them, along with some folks from the the Tucson area who will be presenting crafts. So a nice assortment of things that we'll have there for that. Sign-ups begin Wednesday at 8 o'clock. So if that is something that you want to do, make sure you're over there bright and early to get started there. Our trams will begin running at 7:30 each morning once we get to Tuesday, I think. So you should be able to hop on a tram early enough to get over to Thurber. We do have roughly 100 seminars. We're doing seminars a little bit different this time. And I don't know whether we're going to find out it's a good thing or not. Barb's not happy with me, not even a little bit, because I took a whole seminar session of hers away. Because, I've heard from people saying they don't have enough time at the end of the day to get done with the seminar, go feed the dog, get something to eat themselves, and then get to the evening activities. So what I decided kind of unilaterally, was that we're going to stop the seminars at 3:30 and give people a good hour and a half, 2 hours before things get started in the evening. So there are a few exceptions to this, but most of our seminar is going to end at 3:30. Give folks time to either go look at some entertainment, which we'll have that afternoon, go take care of getting something to eat, go, do some other things before the evening things start. We'll see how it works. But like I said, that kind of hamstrung her because she lost a lot of valuable seminar times. Still, she was able to put together a nice seminar list of a lot of options for seminars. So please take a look at that when you're looking through your program. The digital app, the app will be coming out. The digital program's out already. So you'll see we still have plenty of seminars. It's not like we've cut back a whole heck of a lot. There's still a lot of options out there that you can go to find out on the technical side, on the lifestyle side of RVing. A lot of great information. That's one of the things that we're always going to do. We're always going to try our darndest is to have great seminars, because that's one of the things that people really respond to when we ask them about conventions. They love that we have so many seminars and the variety for folks. Last thing on our list here, we got a lot more stuff to talk about, but on the activities list is the Salute to Service. What this is, and we've done this I think we started this in Tucson as well a few years ago. We wanted to recognize folks who either are past military, past law enforcement, fire, those types of things, or current. If you served your community, you served this country, we want to recognize you. So please send in your picture, your information to, where's it at? We have a form. I can't remember. Where is that? Where do we find that form at?
I'll put it in the comments. It's
Okay.
right now.
Okay. Send your stuff in. I know there's some folks who do have a little trouble. You can get in touch with Kylie and she can help get you through it if you're having trouble with the form, or you can just email her directly to get your picture in, to get your information, so we can put you in this presentation. Usually we show this presentation during one of the nights of entertainment. At Tucson, we can't put video boards up or can't put screens up because we're outside and they'll get blown over. So what we do is we get this presentation running in the info center and we run it throughout the duration of the event. So please get your information in. We need it in by March 11th so Kylie can pull this thing together, get it all looking good, so that when she shows up on that Monday or Tuesday, pops that presentation in, folks can come and see it at the info center. I believe we're going to have it. I'm not sure exactly where we're going to have it in the info center. It's either going to be there or it's going to be somewhere around the info center within Thurber Hall. You'll be able to find it in there for sure. We really want to thank those who have served on our behalf to make our country. If you're Canadian or you're another country and you served, send your stuff in as well. We appreciate the effort that you've put in through your lifetime, through your vocation, through your service, and we want to make sure that you are recognized.
Can we do a quick question?
Yeah, we can.
How much space between the rigs in 50 amp parking area?
All of our parking spaces are 25 wide by 45 deep. if that's what you're talking about. If you're in the full hookups, I can't tell you the exact size, but I know our size, that's what they are.
Okay.
Pardon me.
I'll get onto the app.
All right. So many of you probably received an email today about registering for the app. Now, the app is not going to be available until next Wednesday. So you can't download it yet. You can't look at it yet. But what we need to do is we need to get you registered for it. And this is a kind of a little pain in the butt thing that we've had to deal with that hopefully won't go on forever, is we have to make sure that your information, your name, your email address, your phone number is put into the app so that way you are eligible to pull it in to open it up. I know we've had a little bit of some challenges today that were, I think, unknown to me, Kylie, and maybe some others, that folks who had done this for the Gillette event were getting a message saying that they had already registered. Come to discover you are registered already. So they're actually two separate things. The form that you filled out today is something that we're collecting. The app is something completely different. So if you filled out this form for Gillette, you're good to go for Tucson. If you have not filled it out for Tucson, please do so that we can download your name into the app and show that you are a registered attendee for this event. Next week, we're going to send out an email that tells you exactly how to download it if you don't already know already. And many of you might already have it on your phone downloaded already with the instructions on how to get it. You'll put your name in, you'll put your email address in. A code will be sent to you that all you have to do is either copy and paste or type that code into Cvent and you'll pop up. If you've created a profile already, it'll be there. So say you were in Gillette, you created a profile, or even earlier than that, you created a profile. It'll be there. So I'm hoping this is the last time we have to do this. My friends at Cvent and I don't see eye to eye on how this works. And I've let them know that I want to go back to the way it was when we had Crowd Compass a few years ago. And I hope they're finally getting my message. I said it pretty loud a couple of times, and I'm sure they're not happy about that. But I think it's kind of crazy that we went backwards when they made something new. It's a great app. Don't get me wrong. It's the getting into the app and being able to use it from the get-go that has me bothered.
It's probably a lot to do with hype security, just not letting anybody on. Everything has to be cleared, but it is very cumbersome.
Yeah. Years ago when we did Crowd Compass, anybody and their brother could go check out this app. And I didn't care. If you were going to the convention, if you weren't going to the convention, I didn't care. But now you have to be a registered person to go. So please take care of that. We'll get you on. If you start having problems, get on that. Send us an email, convention@fmca.com. As we get closer, Amanda, who's just taken over and done a fantastic job at putting this together, she'll be working with a lot of folks probably before we get to the show. And then when we're at the show, she'll be in the FMCA office, which will be in Thurber Hall. And you can go talk to her and she can maybe get you some assistance, lead you through it. She may just take your phone and do it for you. So we do want, and I tell you, the event app is great. It is basically the program in your hands. Plus, it allows us to give you notifications, do a lot of other things. You set your schedule. You create your own schedule within that app that tells you what seminars you want to go to, what activities you want to attend, a lot of different things. So, like I said, I love the app. I don't like the problems we're having getting folks signed up and being able to use it. Another thing, and I want you to do this now. If you're watching right now and you have your phone there, I want you to type in to your text Tucson 24 and send that to the number 800-543-3622. I have a bet with somebody that I can't get to 100 people signed up by the end of this thing. So I need you send Tucson 24 to 800-543-3622. And I want to see that number go up over 100 this afternoon. As with our app notification, this is one of the ways we send out information to everyone who is on the ground. It might be weather. It might be a change of location. It might be information you need for one thing or another. Our app, our text program allows us to get you information right away. You don't have to wait till the next day to find something out, or you don't have to wait till you hear it from somebody else. Within seconds, we can get you any kind of information that we think you need for this event. It's very helpful on, especially, I don't, knock wood, I don't expect to have bad weather in Tucson. It can happen, as it has in other places. But we also have other things, that we need to let you know if we've changed an event location, or we need help doing something, or, we have a contest and we want to let people know who won, that kind of thing.
We found a lost pet.
Yeah, we've had that happen. We've had to send out information about, we found a pup running around and he's at the office. You want to come pick him up if you're missing one. So, I really want to make sure everyone is either on this. I want you to be on both the text service and the app notifications. So we make sure that you are getting whatever it is that we need, that we feel we need to get to you during this event.
Page 40 on the digital program has instructions.
Tucson 24, the number is 800-543-3622. All right. Let's see, we got some more questions. Anything?
No.
Mike said Crowd Compass
It
was
was
good.
good.
Crowd Compass was great. And I let them folks know at C-Vent that that's the best product they ever had, and why they ditched it, I do not understand. I think it has to do, like Barb said, with some security issues that they had to go and do some changes to it. I wish they would go back to it. It pains me to see that go away.
So easy.
Yeah, it was. As Barb, as we talked about a little bit already, the digital program is out there. We've talked about it. We sent out an email a couple weeks ago. It's on the website. I have it on my computer downloaded so I can get into it whenever I need to. It's really great. Now, having said that, we've already found there's some mistakes in it. Believe it or not, we proofed that dang thing for 2 weeks and we still find mistakes in it. And we had 12 people looking at it. So we will have a change sheet, and we'll have some information that will come in your welcome bag to kind of tell you a little bit about some of the changes that we've already discovered. Some are errors on our part. Some are changes. I mean, we have some changes already. We have some additional seminars, some additional exhibitors. A lot of that kind of thing is still going on as we get closer to the event. Those will be reflected in the app. So the app is always going to be up to date, and we'll update the app as we're there. Some of these other things that are kind of static, we can't update once they're done. So, but we will have, for those who still like that paper program, we'll have an updated sheet in your welcome bag to kind of guide you around some of the changes that are in the program.
Emails.
Okay, here's a challenge. I know, and it's for a lot of people, and I get it. We send out a lot of emails, and if you haven't been getting a lot of emails from us, then you are not opted in to getting emails from the convention department, from the events department. And if you would like to be getting those emails, we need you to email yourself not yourself. We need you to email, how can I say that better? Email marketing@fmca.com and tell them that you would like to figure out how you need to go about fixing your email so you get emails from events at fmca.com, or convention@fmca.com. That's what it comes right?
Yep.
When we send something, it's convention@fmca.com. If you want to get our emails, you need to change your opt-outs and opt us in. Right?
That's right.
So
They can also change it on the membership dashboard
and Kylie's saying you can also change it on the membership dashboard
when you log into the website.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay.
That's
So
also an easy
if you
way.
can do that, and you can take care of it yourself, or you can get the instructions from marketing team, and they'll kind of give you some direction on how to do it. I think it's really important, and I know why we do this. I know why we have the opt-in and out, because people don't like getting thousands of emails. I get it. For when you sign up for a convention, when you sign up for our event, I want to make sure you're as informed as possible. And it hurts me when I hear people say, I didn't get that. Well, there's a reason you didn't get that. Either you're opted out or we got a bad email address for you. And I want to fix that so you are getting everything that you need to make this experience great for you and for, you know, your partners, whoever's coming with you. Anything else?
No, I think you covered that emails thing.
All right, why don't you start talking about some of this other stuff? I'm tired.
In your
Ooh,
in your welcome bag, you're going to get the big old map, grounds map, and the listing of all the seminars, all the activities. These are really great, but if changes are made, you have to make them on notes on this, because this is as dated as the printed program, or maybe the digital. But anyway, just this, you'll get 2 of these per welcome bag, and they're really handy than lugging the book around. All right, when you get on the ground, boots on the ground, now you're here, and we're glad you're here. You don't have to check in or anything. You're in. Once you're parked and ready to go, if you don't have any changes, you're in. You get in your packet. You should get your badges. Badges, and as the way Doug describes them, are your ticket. So you have to have your badge on that you got in your packet and wear it. The whole time. It gets you into everything. They know you're registered. You know, it's again a safety thing. We don't have people just wandering around. If you don't have a badge and security, there's these little people around in security vests. They're going to stop you and say, "Where's your badge?"
But they're not all little. There's some tall.
Okay, sorry.
I'm little, but I don't want to taller than me.
Okay, there might be a big security guard too.
Yeah, there'll be little and big ones.
Or it could be a member going up going, "Hey, you better get your badge." Now, if you left it in your rig, don't leave the day without your badge. But if you did forget it, come into the info and we'll make you badge. It only costs $25 or something, isn't it? No, kidding. We'll make you a badge and get you back on the ground. But it's aggravating if you forget your badge and you're already here, and then now they're sending you back, and you have to do this before you can go. So just don't leave your rig without your badge. Oh, also, it's hot and dry and everything out in Tucson, and even if it's not, it's dry. Chapstick, water, bring that with you. They'll be you might find water around here or there, but just have your own. Bring that big thermos thing with you, and just make sure that's part of your gear for the day.
One of the things about Tucson, and you don't get it until you get it. You don't feel like you're drying out. You don't feel like it's that dry out there. But then you'll at the end of the day, you'll be like, "Oh my gosh, what happened?" Or the next day, your nose is all dried out. You have to continue to drink water throughout the time you're there. Folks who live out there, they get it, they know it, they're accustomed to it. A lot of folks like myself, I'm not used to that. Here in Cincinnati, we get plenty of moisture from the rain and all the other stuff that's going on, whether it's snow or whatever. So it's not dry here like it is out there. You really have to pay attention, and we certainly don't want anybody coming down with any kind of dehydration or heat problems that can happen when you're not drinking enough water, hydrating enough. So please do that. Like Barb said, put your chapstick on, your lip moisturizer. If you have dry skin as it is, you might put some extra lotion on. If you are out a lot, the sun, while it might not seem hot, is pretty intense out there. So make sure you have the sunscreen as well if you're going to be out a lot. So just understand where you're at. You are in the desert. And whether it feels like the desert or not, that's the location you are, and you need to make sure that's not an environment that you're used to, that you're prepared.
Nasal spray, I think you liked.
Right.
Always just
I always need nasal spray. Yeah.
Just to keep everything. Yeah. So it's just sort of maybe put a little checklist as you're walking out the door. Do I have this? Do I have this? And sometimes we provide a little checklist. Don't leave your rig without, but these are just some things we have heard, time and time again. Are we canceling? I ain't talking about canceling. So let's move on.
Okay. For those who we certainly don't want anybody to cancel, but I understand that there are situations where you will have to cancel. And, it's unfortunate, but life happens. We do have our cancellation policy that's been out there on our registration. It's on the website. It's a lot of different places. Please take a look at that. Unfortunately, we've gotten to the point where we're past our electric refund time. So if you do have to cancel now, we're not going to be able to refund your electric. Our number's been sent in to our electric providers, so they're going to start using that number as what we are ordering. That's what I'm going to be paying our electric provider for. So if you need to cancel, please give us a call, or actually you need to send it, just cancel@fmca.com, and that takes care of the cancellation.
If you received your packet in the mail, you need to send it back to us. It's like returning the shirt to the store.
Vivian is having a hard time finding the digital program on the website. What you need to do, Vivian, is go to
Menu.
I'm going to stop here for a second here. Give me a second.
I'll also put the link for her again in the comments.
Okay. If you click the menu, and then you'll go down and click events, and you'll see a number of different things: event registrations, event information, FMCA rally calendar, about events. Click on event information, go to Information Central, and at the very top right corner of the yellow box, you'll see Fiesta del Sol digital program. You just click on that, and that'll bring it up for you. So it's menu, to the drop down, click events, then click event information, and you'll get a whole number of things pop up there. Click Information Central, and then look in that yellow box, the top right, and you'll be able to see it.
There's a lot of good information in Information Central too.
Yeah, we got tons of good stuff there that if you have any questions, you can certainly check out. All right.
So then are we good with, check on injury?
Okay.
All right, good. Looks like we might have some
Hopefully
success.
that all came through. Yeah. We're kind of at the end. If you have any questions, feel free to send them along to us, and we'll answer a few more if we have any. I do want to encourage folks, come with a smile on your face. While parking, depending on when you get there, might be backed up a little bit. It might be a tough time. You just had a tough time on the road. Understand you're there to have a good time. We want you to have a good time. There's nothing here that's going to happen either before the event or during the event that's going to be a monumental change in your life, I don't think. But we want you to have fun. That's the idea of coming to these events. Come to learn, come to have a good time, come to meet some new friends, come to get together with old friends. That's what these are all about. We're going to have a lot of activities for you, and we certainly hope you take advantage of as many as you can. You won't be able to do everything, especially if you're a first timer. Don't try. There's just too much stuff going on during these events for you to be able to, go to every seminar, to every entertainment, to everything. You can try, and I encourage you to do whatever you're able to. Barb and I, our job is to show you a good time. We're hosting a little party here, and we want you to have a great time when you're there. If there are problems, come to the FMCA office or the info center. Let us know what your problems are, and we'll do anything we can to help rectify them. A lot of stuff we can help change. Some stuff we can't do anything about, but we'll do our darndest to make sure you have a great time during the event. Got a lot of staff there, a lot of other volunteers who will be helping out. Understand they're there to help you. Especially our volunteers, understand that they're doing this out of the goodness of their heart. They're helping. Their job is to help you. If you're having a problem, don't take it out on them. They did not cause that problem. I promise you. And they're there to assist you in any way they can. What else you want to talk about?
Just like on that vein, just safety. We're all about that. Try to maintain the 5 mile an hour with your bikes, and golf carts, just watch out for people, pedestrians have the right of way. Just kind of keep an eye out for others, for hazards. Let us know immediately if tripping or anything along that line.
Right.
Just let us know, because this we got it. It's not as much fun as we want to have. We want you to be safe too.
And we will have, we'll have areas where you can park your golf carts, and we certainly hope folks pay attention to that, the instructions for that kind of thing. We just can't have golf carts parked everywhere. Pardon me. Same with your bikes, especially the electric bikes. We'll have places to park those. Don't park them right in front of doors. That'll impede, the ability for folks to get around. We certainly encourage folks to use their bikes, but understand that this ground, unlike other places that we go to, are very tight. It is, a pedestrian fairgrounds for us. So keep that in mind when you are on your bikes or your golf carts, not to go overly quick on them. Pay attention to the folks walking around, and just be safe. We don't want anybody injured. We don't want anybody hurt because of folks being unsafe.
Yeah.
What else?
Just get your sunshine on. We're gonna have a good time.
Mike is asking, when will the cantina be in operation? I spoke with the folks there a couple days ago, and what we've decided is we're going to open it Sunday afternoon, not for food, but for drinks and snacks and things like that. And then on Monday, we're opening it up full bore for food, drinks, and it will be open from 8 a.m. typically until about 10 p.m. It just depends on their business as to what time they'll close. If they've got business, they'll stay open even later. If there's nobody there, they don't have any orders, they're going to go ahead and close, especially the kitchen. The bar area will stay open, but the kitchen may close if they're not getting any orders. We also will have concessions across the street from the cantina, and we'll have some information about that going into our letters that are going to be in the welcome bag as to what we're going to have there. We're hoping that we'll have some bar setups out by Central Park, some other food opportunities out there as well for folks who are participating in the chapter fair, the block parties and some of the entertainment out there as well.
We were given a little warning that it is raining. It may rain in the desert, so just be ready for bring some rain gear with you, mainly jackets and boots, footwear. Renting a golf cart.
Carolyn, I'll talk to you about that. You have to have the insurance. You don't get it from the vendor if you have a golf cart from them. That's a personal insurance thing. So if you do have an accident or something, you are responsible, not the golf cart company. As far as the rain's concerned, I've been talking to the folks out there, and they're going to get some rain, or they're promising me some rain up until the time we get there, and then none once we do arrive. Yeah. So we'll see how good they are at providing that. Last time we were out there, I don't believe we got a whole lot. We may have got a little sprinkle or something. The last time I was out there about a month ago, it was about 45 degrees, windy, and super rainy. So something I've never experienced during my time out in Tucson, which did not please me one little bit. But hopefully by the time we get out there, it's sunny and 75 the whole time, and we can all just have an awesome time while we're out there.
I think the main thing I remember from last time is the wind that blew up that one day. That caught us pretty. And
it can be windy out there. You are in the desert. You are in a valley surrounded by mountains, and you can get some good wind gusts come through. And that's why we can't have screens or video boards at our entertainment areas. It's just something we can't have. They'll get blown over or destroyed. So. It is a bit breezy, and quite honestly, it gets a little chilly at night. When the sun goes down, and it goes down about 6:37, you will need a jacket. Make sure you bring something like that when you're out and about. For a number of our activities outdoors, we will have some seating there, but I encourage folks to bring their bag chairs in the evenings to come out to Central Park and even over to the main stage. We'll have some chairs, but if you like something a little bit more comfortable, we encourage you to bring your bag chairs, your rockers, whatever it is that you enjoy taking to your different gatherings with you.
For the bleachers, we'll also have bleachers.
We'll have bleachers and seating at the main stage. Over at the Central Park area, we'll have some picnic tables and some benches there. If you are going to come over for Central Park, I would really suggest you bring your bag chair. We won't be able to fill that area up, and we don't want to fill that area up with just a bunch of static chairs. I like to have that area kind of open for other stuff we're doing there. But, if you're going to come over and see the entertainment on Tuesday evening and some of the other things we're doing there on Saturday evening for the Chapter Fest, and, bring your bag chair, get relaxed, get comfortable, and have a good time.
We are starting entertainment half hour earlier.
We're going to start at 7:00. We are starting entertainment at 7. I want to get people to the entertainment areas before it started getting dark. I know we're going to have to send you home in the dark. I feel it's, I really like moving people in the daylight. I don't like it's a safety issue in my mind, getting people around and in buses and things like that in the dark. We will have to send people home in the dark, but to get people there, I want to make sure we're doing it in the daylight if possible.
And we're all coming to Scottsdale, Trish. Thank you. 75 there.
I like that.
I know. Bring it with you.
One thing that I want to mention for those who were in Tucson the last time, our tram station was located over by the public gate. Our tram station is going to be moved this time. It will be to the north, actually behind the cantina this time. We have a little bit different parking setup than what we had last time. So I wanted to get folks in as close as we could to the areas that they'll be visiting. So that's where we put the tram station this time. That's where folks will be left off the buses when they come in, and that's where you'll catch the bus when you would go back.
Okay.
Anything else? Any other questions?
I think we're good. I think we've really covered it.
Kylie, got anything else?
Wearing our sun shirts.
Friday Fuel Fiesta.
Oh, I forgot about that. Roger was just asking about it. For some reason, he thinks he's going to win this thing, and he doesn't get it. But I took his name out. Kidding, Roger. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. We do have our final Friday Fuel Fiesta, courtesy of Shea Pro.
Thank you, Shea Pro.
Thank you very much, Shea Pro. You guys have been great to us and to our members. Those who have won, I'm sure, are going to be very happy to receive their $300 gift card for fuel when they arrive. We got 2 more of those to give away this Friday. Tune in at 3:00. We're going to do this.
Yep.
So I got to stick around this place all day.
Yeah.
I can't leave early.
Nope.
Can we do it remote?
Do a Zoom.
Can we do a Zoom?
Good. Good.
No, we won't do that. There ain't no way I'm leaving early. This is 2 weeks before convention.
It's 3:15.
I'm lucky I leave at 8:00 at night. We'll be doing it at 3:00. We're going to draw 2 more names. 2 more to get $300 gift cards for fuel. And make sure you tune in. It really doesn't matter if you tune in or not. We want you to tune in, but if you win it, we're going to call you anyway. I don't know that we've ever had anybody actually watching it who has won. But
maybe we should make that a prerequisite.
Oh my God,
we more airtime.
You think so? We might get some
more
people,
likes.
You think we might get some people show up?
Maybe.
Okay.
No, we always have a good crowd.
Yeah. All right, Barb. Anything else?
No, other than Rogers going at it there.
Yeah.
See, that's still let me
He
have it.
said ouch.
Ouch.
He said ouch.
Golly.
Because we pulled his name out.
No. I'm kidding. All right. Everybody,
we're donning our sun shirts
we do have our sun shirts on.
You're ready.
I guess we'll have to wear these at some point when we're out there.
Yeah. Maybe setup day.
Yeah. Everybody, we'll see you in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We are 3 weeks away from the event right now, right?
Yep. Scary.
I know for most people that's like, oh, it's 3 weeks away. For us, it's like It's like 2 hours for me. So we'll see y'all in a couple weeks. Have a safe trip to Tucson. Please be careful getting out there, and we're gonna have a great time. So look forward to seeing y'all.
Take care. Be safe. Bye-bye.
What she said.